Good morning, everybody, on this super dark and rainy day. It is bucketing down outside, although it's just quietened. Okay, it was really loud, like the roof, it was hitting the roof. Maybe it'll kick up again and you'll be able to hear it. So the gods are angry. Good morning, everybody. Beautiful. Lovely. Boy, do I need this today. Braden is not late. No one's late. Ever late. Okay. Wow. Crazy day yesterday. So for those that missed it, I made it to front page of Hacker News. I don't use Hacker News. I didn't even have an account on Hacker News. I very rarely read it, only occasionally if I see a link that someone's posted. And someone else posted a Tiny Pico link on there, and it made it all the way to the front page, which is pretty exciting. And yes, I got some sales from it. Not many, but you know what? A bump is a bump. So that was pretty cool. It was quite exciting. And then someone posted on Reddit the same thing and whatever. So, you know, it's usual. I mean, Hacker News isn't anywhere near as bad as Reddit when it comes to aggro people on the internet, but there was a couple of people, a couple of unpleasant people. You know, the internet's the internet, whatever. So a few conspiracy theories and some whatever unpleasant people, but that's okay. So that was really exciting actually. I probably spent way too much time looking at it. And, oh well, what can you do? What can you do? Pretty exciting. Thanks, guys. Thanks. So, yeah. That was mixed in with me building 150, 170, 165 for the S2s. And that was frustrating because, I'm going to show you. I'm not sure if I mentioned it on the last stream, but once again, I got panels with no edge rails. I'm sorry it's so dark in here. It's like really dark. Let me see if I can get some more light. Hang on a second. Okay. Maybe a little bit better. Little bit better. Okay. So I got boards with no edge rails. Yay. So I had to 3D print some caddies. You might see that there's a board in there. And but 3D printing caddies is a real problem. The stickers on the back is so the pick and place, the sensors on the conveyor doesn't like 3D printed material. It works fine on black PCBs, but not on black 3D print. So the problem with these, actually I'll show you. Let me switch cameras. My son has a 50 Hertz flicker. It's because I've got my lights on dim, and they're probably flickering. If it's annoying people, I can turn that back off. It's why I have it off. Windows 11. What? So, excuse me. So the problem is, I'll take this out. I can't stick it down properly, because if I stick it down properly, won't get it off again. And when there's paste and parts on there, I'll end up flicking all the parts off, right? So what I do is I paste it just down the middle with one bit of paste. So that way, when it's on here and it's pasted, let me just do this. Right, so let's say it's come out of the pick and place machine. What I can do is get, let's say like a spatula or something underneath here, and I can pry the board off like this without wrecking all the parts. The problem is, when it goes to the pick and place machine, let's see if we can get it back on again, it flexes, right? Like this, so it's held on the sides, the clamp, and so the PCB can bounce inside the caddy. Now obviously a metal caddy would be slightly better, but I don't have a CNC. So what it means is I get perfect boards here, I get okay boards here, and I get really bad placement here and here because it's bouncing, because the PCB's flexing. And so they take stacks of rework. I've got new PCBs on the way. I've got 1,000 Featherist 2 PCBs on the way with edge rails. But I have I've got 450 boards here that I need to use, and I need to get orders out. So I've been doing it on the Caddies. I've got 2 Caddies and I keep switching, and it's really slowing me down. But whatever, that's life. That is life. So, excuse me. Let's quickly say hi to everyone, because I haven't done that yet. I'm going to get my coffee while I do it. So, Peter, good morning. Ray, hello. Hey, Jerry, maybe. Johnny is awake still. Hasn't gone to bed yet. In 3 months, he hasn't gone to bed. Andy Mouse. Mako, hi. Hello, Fred. Hey, Monster Mark. Hi, Paul. Joe. Hello, Joe. Hi, Brad. The Embedded Hobbyist. Hello. Anyone using SPH6 Atos Windows? Got it working? No, I'm not. Excuse me. What's 7/14? 7/13? 13/7? Who? What? Where? What? I don't know what we're talking about. And Joe says hello from tomorrow. So still scrolling. Hello, Dave. Wow, lots of chatter this morning. What did I miss? What was everyone talking about? Hey, Graham. Good morning, Rob. Hey, Aaron. Hey, Quindor. I hope I'm not missing anyone. I'm trying to be fast. Hello, Braden, Henrik, Andy, Dave. That's 2 Daves. Dave Odessa, Dave Hines. Adrian, hello. My throat is still a bit croaky. I might break out in a coughing song in a moment. Hello, Pete. Hey, Christopher White. Have I got downvotes, do I, Peter? So what's new? That's okay. Hello, Bruce. James, good morning. Mark. Hello, Mark. Busy installing Windows. I hope you're not installing Windows 11. Don't do that. No, Windows 10. Good. Okay. Whew. Okay. Adam P. Hello. Maven. Good morning. Hybotics. Hello. Helmet. Hello. Make an edge rail side on the other sides of the board too. The front and the back. It'll bow less. Right, but I can't stick it down still. It's not the you mean for a Caddy? When they're edge rails, it's fine. It's the Caddy, because I can't stick it down to the Caddy because I can't get it off again. So it's the issue is the PCB flexes in the Caddy because the Caddy can't. Yeah, does that make sense? Putting it at the front won't help. It's because the actual Caddy itself doesn't flex. That's locked in, so it gets clamped on both sides. Both sides of the conveyor clamp it, but by clamping it, it's not touching the board, the PCB, so that can flex out. Maven says, what time is it where I am? It is 6:39, 20 to 7 in the morning. Who's getting a nice set of screwdrivers? Yes, Bruce, you heard your name. I thought it was the Caddy flexing, not the PCB. No, it's a PCB flexing because I can't stick it down. And trust me, I've tried sticking it more, and I knocked half the parts, all the parts off the board. Like all the JST connectors, USBs and everything else, they flung off because the board flicked when it came off the Caddy. Yeah, it's just not worth it. It's frustrating, but less work for me to fix the boards because of the bounce than it is to lose all the parts and then have to try to find them and put them back on again. If I had a high precision CNC, then I could do a Caddy where I could actually make the the Caddy follow the grooves of the routing of the board, and I could lock it. But I love a CNC, I really would, but I don't have a place for one. How about smaller sections of tape? It doesn't matter. The issue is that having the tape on the, let's say on the corners to hold it down, as soon as I get one off, and I'm going to keep that up, the second because otherwise it sticks down again, the second I do the second bit, it flings, right? And it's that flick of of it unsticking it and coming up, the flex, that makes the parts fly off. Remember, it's only being held there just by sitting in some paste, right? The smaller parts don't fly off, well, not many, but anything from like SOP 23 and above, they just pop. Excuse me. I'm not blaming JLC for this one, although it's their website that's the fault. But ultimately it's my fault because I missed when their website turned off my edge rails, because it happens sometimes when you change settings, it resets certain parameters, and I didn't catch that it had turned off my edge rails, and then I submitted the order. So I can't blame them. They didn't make them wrong. They made them to my order. But their website's got some bugs. I've reported it a couple of times now. It's still not been fixed. Hey Blam. I don't know who makes Adafruit's boards. They do their prototyping at JLC PCB, but they're using someone else. So I've actually got a new PCB supplier. I'm not mentioning who yet. I haven't done my first boards yet. I got my first quotes yesterday. I'm going to do my Feather S2 Neo. This guy, I'm going to do this with a new supplier. And these are they're not a tier 3 supplier. They're not a JLC PCB or a PCB way or whatever else. They're a proper production PCB. They do PCBs and PCBA like this. You don't order online. There's no website quoting system. It's proper. You get on the phone or you email them and you send them your Gerbers and you tell them your specs. It's full on. Yeah. So I got the quote. Lucky I was sitting when I got it, because it's just over 4 times the price of JLC PCB. But I'm going to do it. I'm going to do a production run of these, and I'm going to see what the PCBs are like. I mean, I personally don't think the PCBs are going to be any different, right? Other than reliability and of no mistakes and whatever. I don't believe that at the end of the day they're going to make my boards any better, right? So 4 times the price is a tough pill to swallow, but it's 4 times the price for the first order of this board because they charge a tooling cost. So unlike JLC PCB and PCBWay and everyone else that gang print your boards, right? You put your order in, a bunch of people put their orders in, and then their engineers lay them all out on the same bit of FR4, right? And then they run them through the machine together, and then they route them all out. This company doesn't do that. They're going to make my boards specifically, right? So I pay a tooling setup cost, which is a one-off, and then those are mine. They get kept for like 2 or 3 years, right? I think there's a 3-year window. And then, so the next time I get these boards run, I don't have to pay the tooling cost again. There's no engineering fee again for setting up my Gerbers, assuming I haven't changed anything. And then they can just run them. And there's a minimum order value that they have to do, but my boards are enough to cover that. So then my second order is considerably cheaper. But considerably cheaper is still 2.5 times JLC PCB's price, right? So it's going to be very expensive to transition. Excuse me. I won't transition all of my boards, but I'm going to try this out and see how I go. It's worth. I'm going to invest the money to see, and I can then judge, right? And this is just one other company. There are plenty of companies out there. So yeah, that's the same as what Quindor does, except once volume goes up, prices should align more. No, not this is volume. No. So this is at the higher end of what I would normally order from JLC PCB. Not the highest, but this is a first run. So hopefully none of the stupid mistakes. Yes, hopefully none of the other things. Did you quit selling to EU? You said you want to. I haven't turned off EU yet, and I've been getting orders from the EU, and I've been shipping, and I'm expecting to lose money on them all. I'm expecting for there to be problems, but until the first ones hit and I see what happens, I don't want to cut off my my EU yet. I'm still in talks with the CE people about, not CE people, or certification people about that. I got a quote overnight. Almost had a heart attack. So I don't know if I'm going to be doing CE. Also, just a quick update. Would it work if you clamped the PCB to a metal plate with the hold down screws and put the plate in your oven? G'day Wagon Loads. No, well, it would work to mount the board to something metal for the pick and placing, but it has to come off for the oven. Putting it on metal in the oven will completely change the characteristics of the reflow, right? And I'll end up with a completely different result. Either burn my boards or under reflowed or whatever, right? I'd have to put 20 boards through to kind of be able to retune my oven. I definitely don't want anything going in the oven with the boards. They have to be removed. But a metal caddy would make the PCBs way more stable. The key is to not make this mistake again. Right? It's only the third time ever it's happened. So, but unfortunately it happened at a bad time when I've got, thousands of Feather S2s I need to make. And making them this way on the 3D printed caddy really slows me down. Yeah. It'd be a super heat sink. And it would just wick away all the heat. And it would just give me splotchy, uneven reflowing, or worse. I think Bruce asked me what the price is per square inch. I don't know. That's how they work it out. But that's not how they quote me. So I don't know. I'd have to either ask them or something else. Stick the corners, unstick with wire. Yeah, but no, I can't do that because then it won't go through the pick and place machine. It's got to fit it's got to fit on the rail, the conveyor of the pick and place machine and in the clamp area. Can you just keep the belt for this time and pick and play them on a fixed position? No, it's a conveyor. There's no fixed position. It's got to go in a conveyor and it's got to be clamped. So if I don't use the caddy, then the clamp goes on the PCB. So what I could do is let me just switch back to here. Sorry. So what I could do is run them like this, and then it's going to clamp the sides here, and I just ignore these three and these three boards, and I only pick and place 9 out of every 15, right? And I waste 6 boards per panel. So it's clamping it here. Look where the JST connectors are, right? And even on this side here, it clamps. It's too close. Like it'll hit for these parts here. Focus. Doesn't like the shiny. Come on. No. It really does not like. Let me see if I can get my finger. Set. Okay. These parts here are too close. So when it clamps, the pick and place head won't be able to hit those parts. Does that make sense? So there's no fixed position. It's no flat bed on the pick and place machine. It's got to come in via the conveyor, and it's got to clamp it. So look, it's okay. It's okay. I've got these ones left. I did the rest of them yesterday. I've got these 6 boards, 6 panels left that I need to just go over and check. Some will be better than others, but that's okay. And then I need to do a partial shipment tomorrow to Adafruit. So, excuse me. For those that aren't aware, I've been sick, and I'm still getting over it. So, I apologise if I have coughing, things like this. Could I rotate the board and clamp the ends? No, because that's where the USB connectors are. I'd still lose boards. Either way, I'd lose boards. So if I do that, well, firstly, I'd have to reset up the whole pick and place run, which I don't want to do. But that's where the USB connectors are, and that's where the antennas. And I'd lose 5 and 5. I'd end up only with 5 boards to make. There's no possible way I can do this without a caddy. Hey Shivraj. Hey Rhoda, by the way. Yeah, but you'd lose the other part. Yeah, there's no way to do this without a caddy unless or the optimal way would be to lose these 6 and just do 9. And look, and I can do that. I could do that, sure. But it's a waste of PCBs. So I'm taking this one. It's my own fault because I didn't catch it. So I'll do the hard work to fix it. Do you have a picture of the pick and place and the oven connected? Yeah, in one of my videos, there's some footage of that. I don't know if I've got a picture lying around. Now, by the way, just an update on my Tiny S2 boards with the solder mask filling into the hole. JLC PCB will not replace them, will not refund them, and they've offered me $50. So, for all the people telling me that I should just put the complaint in because JLC PCB offered to replace them or refund them, no, they didn't. Their policy is they will, if they can not get out of not doing it, and they try their best effort not to do that. So, yes, $50. $50 was all the bad boards and my time was worth. So, bit disappointing. Okay, I think we're caught up on everything. I hope we've caught up on everything. Let's get on to... I'm so not prepared for this because I don't have all the parts out. Excuse me. Oh, they shafted you as well. Did you see what they did to Lixie Labs? Oh, I feel so bad for them. Did everyone see? I'm going to quickly bring this up if you haven't seen it. Look, it's hey Brian. I'm not trying to make it a bash JLC thing. I'm not. But I gotta find where it is. Where's the here it is. Let me just open this up in a window. Okay. So Lixie Labs, who make little LED digit things, like replacement drop-ins for the old, I can't remember what they are, did a run of PCBs and PCBA with JLC PCB, and you should see what they sent them. So the LEDs are not on the pads properly. They're either missing or look at that, they're joined together. Whoops, I did the wrong one. Sorry, clicked the wrong one. Look at the LEDs. Look at these LEDs here. It's like really, really, really terrible work. Look at the LEDs, like missing, and they're not reflowed properly. So they've been over pasted. I can see like there's way too much paste on the pads. So the LEDs are sitting high and they're rolling off the sides of the solder paste. Now, not only that, but they burnt a whole bunch of them as well. So look at the colors of the LEDs and stuff, right? Now, oh, look at this one. I mean, look at that. That's how it arrived. Like no one checked it. Well, how does it get through what? No one checks anything. That was their first batch they did, right? This is not the first time they've run them. This is the first batch, and they were perfect. And you can see these haven't been over pasted because you can't see blobs of solder at the ends of the LEDs, right? Where if you look at I thought he had a picture of the burnt ones. Oh yeah, here. And on these ones, you can see the blobs of the solder at the end of the LEDs. There's way too much. Well, they've been reflowed. No, you couldn't reflow. Look at this. These are burnt. I'm not sure if you can see. Look at the colour of them. I mean, it's really hard to photograph. They're really small. Yeah, they're really tiny. But, yeah, I feel so bad for Lixie Labs. Like, no inspection at the end at all. Yeah, you got to be careful multi-reflowing LEDs. Very, very careful. And hot airing them. You can damage them instantly with hot air. Okay, so, anyway, I wanted to, as I said, not supposed to be a Bash JLC thing, but that just blew my mind when I saw that. Like, that's really, yeah. Could someone machine route a thermally stable material as a carrier for your panels? It's not worth it. Like, I've got 30 I've already done half of them. It's fine. It's slowing me down at the moment, but it's a finite job. Is that the right expression? I don't know. Like, you know what I mean? By the time I try to find a thermally stable material, design a caddy that was exactly perfect, got it machined, checked, and everything else, like, I would have finished all the boards already. It's really not worth it in this particular case. What about keeping the panel permanently in the caddy and mounting the panel on top, locking the panels together with unsoldered pins? Because it can't go in the pick and place machine like that. It's not, yeah, it can't go in the pick and place machine like that. I can't lock things together. I can't, yeah, no. And I can't have the height. It's got to be sitting, yeah, anyway. Yeah, why spend an hour doing something? You can spend 5 hours automating it. Remember? Work harder, not smarter. I was going to put that on my launch thing today. I've been meaning to make t-shirts. I need to make t-shirts. Work harder, not smarter. Right, but then I have to work out how I'm going to get it machined and design it and tool paths and everything else. It's not worth it. I could finish the rest of these boards. I could pick and place them all today. I've got 17 panels to go, and I could just spend next couple of days just fixing them. It's a pain in the ass, but it'll still happen all before I could get a caddy solution. Yeah, it's. I'm taking the hit on it. It's my fault. I was just showing you. I'm not complaining. I'm just showing you the silly things that I do and the extra work I cause myself. Okay, let's get on to this baby. Gosh, I hope this works. So this is my final design. I did make one tweak to it that I mentioned before. Let me just move my chat over. So that may add up to the price difference of the extra work hours. Sure, but my time is free. Excuse me, Fred. My time's not worth anything. Didn't you know that? According to JLC PCB, my time's not worth anything. Hey, Flow Rider. Really sorry, everyone, about my coughing. Really sorry. Okay, so this is obviously where I am. I still haven't continued on the code on this because I've not had time. Although my new keycaps have arrived. Not sure if I mentioned, but I wanted keycaps and I wanted them identifiable. So I bought myself, well, they don't really work very well in this light. I bought myself a complete keyboard, right, of keycaps, white ones. Because I thought white will look nice on the test jig for the buttons. And so my plan is to use the function keys. So F1 all the way through to F12, that gives me 12 test jigs. And I can identify which test jig is which by the function key. So when I want to log into this one, like SSH to it, that'll be test jig F1, and that'll be test jig F2. How cool is that? That's how I'm going to label them. Are you saying your problems was peeling the PCBs off the mount after pick and placing? Yes, if I stuck them down too... If I stuck them down so they didn't flex, I can't get them off the Caddy afterwards. Not without losing parts off them. Time is the most expensive thing, and one thing we're all guaranteed to run out of. Yes, I know, I was being facetious, Aaron. Sorry, I was being facetious. So I'm excited to use these. They're just normal keyboard ones. And I think they're going to be less intrusive looking than these ones. Anyway, but I've also got a bunch of red like this, and I've got a bunch of clear, just in case. What's the word? What's the word? I don't know. Also got a delivery from DigiKey, which I haven't opened yet. I might just do that now. It's really exciting. Not really. It's a pretty big box. Pretty big box. Deliberately not turning it over to dox myself, even though I do it all the time anyway. A massive box for so much packaging. Where is it? I can't even find it in the bag. There it is. Wow, so much packaging for some more pogos. My pogos are here. Wow, that is insane. Just stick them in a little bag. Anyway, so I've still got left over from before. My new pogos, the ones I'm using. These ones. Yeah, I think the function keys was clever. I hope. So, wow, they came in 3 bags. So how many did I buy? I bought a lot. I bought another 250. So that's 300 in total. They're not cheap. They're really not cheap pogos, let me tell you. But this should give me enough to make 2 of every test jig that I need, plus including my my Feather S2 Neo and some spares for another design if I need, or if I end up using these, for instance, for my test flashing jig for my, if I could find them, for these boards, which I still haven't progressed with. So instead of having these on the back, right, they'll go into a test fixture that'll have 4 pogos on the bottom here to flash them and stuff. Anyway, so I've got all my pogos. That's good. Haven't got my adapter boards yet. They've been done. They haven't been shipped. Do the pogos set? Yes, they go into the hole, through hole. Let me just pull this off and show you. I have to get closer. So you can see they don't actually stick out, or very slightly. You can just feel them here. So so they go into a board with really small holes. That's the smallest hole I could do. The actual hole was smaller, but guess what? JLC PCB increased the drill size. Nice of them. So they don't fit firmly, but because they've got a wide base. Let me put it on the microscope. I'm going to switch, but I think the microscope's going to be back to front. So this should be interesting. Excuse me. So I've solved my problem right now of my DSLR being the wrong way around by making my microscope the wrong way around. Now I need to focus this. Come on. My mouse is backwards. See this? I'm going down to make my mouse go up. I can't get my... Oh, it's behind the thing. Okay, that's going to be really annoying. Let me see if I can focus it. Just by moving it. That might do. Okay, so you can see here, they've got a wide base on them. I'm sorry it's not in focus. So they've got a wide base, so they sit flat. And then on the bottom, you can just see the pin tops of them. So they're quite easy to put in if you've got a jig. So I made myself this jig. Oh. So all the pogos get put into here, right? And the board gets, everything's flipped 180. So the board then gets put on that upside down, and that works pretty well. I have to make one of these for every board. So like that went into there like this. Oop. To assemble them. Wow, hope that makes sense. Did that make sense? That'll be easy to see here now. So like that, and then I soldered them all in. Putting these headers on was harder. Getting these straight and aligned. Okay. I can't, zooming, it's back to front on my microscope, so everything's reversed. Let me try one more time, see how close I can get to the pogo for you. I can't even work out where to... Yeah, I can't... Hang on. Maybe I can do this. Like, how's that? There you go. Can you see that? I'm trying to hold this in the right position so you can see the pogos, and they're pretty good. They're a little bit looser inside than I expected. Like, you can see a bit of wobble, but they're pretty good. They're very firm. Okay. Wow, that was tougher than it should have been. Excuse me. Can you not twist the camera on the microscope 180 degrees and flip the image back? I can't lock the camera on the microscope. The way it locks into place is via its thread. And the thread, no matter how you start it, it always finishes the correct direction. I'm not sure how they do it, but it's really frustrating. There's nothing on there that I can turn that'll make the microscope sit 180. I've tried. I'd have to print something. I'd have to 3D print an adapter. Right, I could 3D print a coupler, but then I'm pushing the camera out of its correct focal distance. It's it's not an aim scope, but it's a phi scope. I mean, they're all made in the same factory, and it's this Eakins Sony IMX camera. So it's got it just uses a 0.5 adapter. That's it. There's only a 0.5 adapter that connects the two of them together. No, because that's not what it screws into. Rotating that base that goes onto the microscope doesn't adjust. The camera screws directly into the other mount, and that mount is free to turn all the way. Does that make sense? Anyway, so I did actually set up. Okay, distraction time. I did actually set up a Pi the other day. This Pi here. And with my HDMI, with my DSLR going into the Pi via an adapter, HDMI to USB adapter, and then I had this HDMI out going to my A10 Mini, and I rotated 90 degrees the image coming in from the DSLR and got it all working. The problem is at 1080p 30 frames a second, this is too laggy. But someone pointed me to on my Patron an adapter that you can get that goes straight into the CSI port rather than using USB, and that would be considerably faster because it's not going through the USB bus and processing it that way, which is slow. Check Rob E. Where am I checking? What? Have two scenes in OBS that are a direct copy of each other. Yeah, sure, but then I have to remember which one to do. But yes, I could do that. Excuse me. So I've ordered one of those adapters. They're about $40. Unfortunately, they offered no fast shipping, so I'm gonna have to wait for it to come from Ali. But that hopefully will allow me to capture from HDMI directly in through the CSI port. And I was getting like almost 2 seconds lag, like maybe a second and a half lag, and it was really frustrating using the doing the way I was with the HDMI input. But this thing apparently can do close to 200 milliseconds, which would be almost not noticeable. So I'm going to try to solve it in hardware if I can first, because a Pi plus one of those adapters works out to like 150 bucks Aussie, which is way cheaper than the $600 for the correct solution. I need a solution that I can then use for other cameras down the line, if that makes sense. I almost looked at making an FPGA solution, but too expensive. Okay, let's get back to my coffee. Let's get back to this board. I need to make one. There's only one product on the market that'll do what I want right now. That'll allow me to flip and mirror or rotate 180 of HDMI in and out. It's called a decimator. It's made by a company called Decimator, and it's 600 bucks Australian. Hey Frank, it's more than the price of the 18 mini. It's just not worth it. But if I can find a Raspberry Pi solution, or if I can find, let's say, a faster single board computer that can do it, then that would be my ideal. That's the chip, yes. The TC358743. Thanks, Joe. Yeah, I don't think it won't do 100 milliseconds 1080p at 30. They claim 200 to 500 at 1080p 25, but we'll see. 94 euro for what adapter above? Excuse me. Hang on. Okay, what's this? In a new window. You can't buy them anymore. Yes, I've seen that. You can't buy them anymore. We're talking about this. Why is the window... What? Oh, it's the mobile link. How do I get it to out of the mobile version? Ugh. I'm in the mobile version. Right, I was looking for that. So that's... these are called the HDMI mirror. HDMI mirror is what they're called. They get used a lot for teleprompters. They don't make them anymore. I looked everywhere for one of these on Ali. Can I just remove the M? Can I? Okay. Right. View details and buy. And I did this, and it says, see, this item is no longer available. You can't buy them anywhere. I looked secondhand, I looked everywhere. There were companies that used to sell these with, you are a genius, Johnny, used to sell these with teleprompting solutions, and they can't now. Like, there's no... Because, there are lots of people that use the A-Team products for video stuff, and, like, a teleprompter kills it. Because a teleprompter has to reverse the image so they can read the text, but non-reverse it when it's going out, so when the people watching the footage, it's the correct direction, which is flipped, right? And so they need something in between that can flip it for the reader or flip it for the end. And you can't do that with the A-Team stuff unless you go for one of their $4,000 units. And yeah, this is... I'd gladly buy one of these. I'd buy 2 of them. You can't buy them anywhere. If someone can find me one, awesome. If someone's got one, I'll buy it off them. Okay, back to here. Whoops. No. Maybe back to blowing my nose. Hold on one moment, folks. Okay, we should get to building. So, right, I was saying, the, Johnny is such a genius. Hello Frank, hello Random Hacks, and everyone else that I have not said hi to. So, the only other change I made to this, I think did I mention? Can't remember, maybe on my Patron I mentioned. I added a hole here where the speaker sits, because the sound of the speaker on this is really soft. It's like 4 times louder if it's not attached to the PCB. And unfortunately I couldn't add, so the actual hole for the buzzer, I call it a speaker but it's a buzzer, is right here. This slot here, but I can't open up this side of the PCB. So I thought I'd try a hole, and if that doesn't work, my fallback is I've also routed the sound to a screw terminal up top here. And even though it's a bit ugly, I can put it underneath and I can have a wired buzzer hanging off the outside if I want more noise. And I want more noise. I want it to be able to beep, beep, beep if there's an error. And right now it's not loud enough. James, did you give him a genius role on your Discord? I should do that too. Everyone with a Discord server that Johnny's on, make a genius role for Johnny. Or a Sleepless in Seattle role. Okay, let's do this. I'm not gonna get this done if I just keep talking. Excuse me. Sorry folks, lolly time. These are lemon lollies, sugar-free lollies. Help soothe my throat. Okay. I need to adjust this. Oops. I've not built one yet. As you can see, my stencil is still in the bag. Okay. And they didn't wreck my stencil this time. Last time they wrecked my stencil, they did some funky, they changed my footprint on the LED. I'll show you. I didn't even clean the paste off my last stencil because I was never going to use it again. How lazy is that? So look what they did. Look what they did for this, right? That is the footprint they changed for my LED. It's just a 6-pin LED. Right? It's just an RGB non-addressable LED. And that's the footprint they made for it. They also changed my USB one. It should have looked like this with these holes. But they didn't. They made whatever they want to make. Anyway, so at least they got it right this time. Okay, where's my tape? Blackmagic. Oh, here we go. I don't know why they did that, Quindor. They just do some weird things. Really, really weird things. Rob, you sent me a link to this, but why are you sending me this? The link to the ATEM update, the switches? I don't understand. What's the link for? I've spoken to Blackmagic. They don't even have a product that can do this. They don't sell a product that can flip the image, like that'll work with the ATEM Mini. I have to do this under the microscope. Not to promote piece of way, but discussion before on pricing. Yeah, PCB are way expensive. I did this on my Was it last week? Last week on the stream. But I did it for my patrons, and I'm just gonna. It's gonna be back to front, but at least you'll get to see maybe in focus, maybe not. I mean, it's nice to be able to switch between these two. I've never been able to do that for you guys. So if I can find where it is. Of course, to get yours in focus, I'm not in focus. Thought I'd share that. Yeah, that's not right. Sorry. I thought about not streaming till I was better, but at this rate, I don't think I'll ever be better. Okay, I think that's good enough. Yeah, that's good enough. Look at the hassle. So that's the difference between hassle and Enig, folks. You see the build-up here of the hassle when they apply it? See, they're not flat. That's why you don't want to use hassle, even lead-free hassle, when you're using QFN. Hey, Alan. You don't want to use hassle because then it things don't sit flat. Okay, coffee. What a great idea. Hassle is a hassle. What if you mount the buzzer with a space between the buzzer and the PCB? Well, how do I put a space between it and solder the pads down? Have software control the ATM switching and change the OBS scene. Right, you're talking about using their SDK, using their SDK, switcher SDK, and writing my own software that makes OBS switch scenes when I switch. Sure. So, you know, that won't take me long to do. I know, that's an option that was already been discussed. I think that was discussed on my Patron. But, yeah, that's going down a road of, having to set up development environments and learn how their software works, and I'd have to have some type of software running in the background all the time. I don't know if I can detect it from the unit, maybe from the software switcher, but I don't want to use the software switcher. So for folks, those who don't know, the actual ATM Mini comes with, I'll show you. So set up, no, I don't want to set up. Comes with software control, right? So you can see here, camera 1, camera 2, I can actually switch. You see down the bottom, switching. So I can switch via software as well as doing it via the unit. There is an ATM plugin, ATM plugins for OBS. Is there? What do they do? These plugins. I don't want to switch via software. I don't have to go to my mouse and find the window and then hit the button. And I don't know if the software will tie into the unit unless I have to have some software running in the background. Anyway, okay, let's move on from the switching. Let's get back to, let's build a PCB. If this works, I need to build 3 more of them. So let's get one going at least. Still on the couch under a blanket. Lucky you. Wow, I'm zoomed in a lot. And that's way too much paste. I I'm just going to, yeah, whatever. I'm doing low temp paste. I don't really care. I'll wash these afterwards and should be fine. Okay. Should actually tape this down. No, can't see what I taped down. I just taped down the bottom just so it doesn't move. Hopefully it doesn't move. Okay. This is going to be ugly. I can't see what I'm doing. And I'm chewing my my lolly, sorry. Okay. I think that's going to be okay, but let's check it beforehand. See, just being able to go like this and move and switch, very cool. Can't see where I am. Looks good. Looks good. Oh, stuck to the table. Some tape underneath. Okay, that looks good. And that's for the screen. God, look at the angle. I can't do this. It's back to front. And they look good. Okay. I think we're good to go. Good to go. Excuse me. The Mini supports the full A10 protocol. You can detect changes easily. That's awesome, Mark. Okay, that's great. I'll definitely... can I test something? Brian, you can do whatever you want to do. This is your channel. I mean, no, it's not. What? Yeah, do what you want. All good. I played with the piece of Rift on the Pi. Requires some funky HDMI settings. I found them. Wow. 25% performance drop. Rotating the image. Hey, so I read on Hacker News that the Tiny Pico is overpriced and people should just buy ESP32s on AliExpress. Yes, Colin, that's right, because a $5 board on AliExpress is identical to a Tiny Pico. Yeah, it's all good, mate. All good. I get that everywhere. Like any place that Tiny Pico is discussed, all of the buy a $5 board, people come out. That's okay. Okay, I need to put this paste away before it dribbles all over my desk. It's totally the same thing. Yeah. And also apparently I'm being deceiving and I'm being deceptive by not starting every comment I make on Hacker News with, "Hi, I'm Sion, the maker of Tiny Pico, and blah blah blah. Hi, I'm Sion, the maker of Tiny Pico, and blah blah blah." Like tell me that wouldn't get tiring after a while. Okay, here we go. Okay, I'm going to have to clean that stencil because I'm going to need to use it again. I don't know what order I'm going to do this in. See, it doesn't even look like there's any paste on those pads, but there are. Excuse me. Right, I'm not prepared for this, as I said. I haven't got all my stuff out. Power distribution switch. Yes, I need that. RGB LED. Yes, I need that. Now, I might have to actually hot air. I don't know if I've got any more of my my TP2552s. I may have one, but I don't know if I do. Either way, I'm going to have to take some off the old boards because I can't get any unless JLC got some more back in stock. Oh no, I've got a few. No way. Look at that. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, bonus. I didn't know I had them. The internet is great. So many. You know what? The internet's full of nice people. There's just occasionally there's just not nice person that really wrecks your day. So, you know, what you're going to do. I'm going to have to do some of this under the microscope. Okay, the question is... Okay, I'm going to duplicate, just for now, I'm going to duplicate this scene, and I'm going to call it A10 Mini Reversed. I'm going to move it up. And I'm going to rotate this view. So that's now back to front, right? But this should be the right way around now. And that means I can now build this under the microscope and you can all see it. That's going to be much better, don't you think? Much, much, much better. Except now I need to get myself in focus. And then I need to get you guys in focus. Whoop. Oh, come on. I really hate this program. See, click to focus doesn't work. Okay, 1 second. I can't see the whole menu. Autofocus. But I don't want to keep autofocus on. It's not really focused, is it? The controls of this thing is so terrible. Ooh, that's not too bad. Okay, we'll stick with that. Okay. And now I can't see the chat. Okay. What was that thing you wanted to do, Brian? So far, if you didn't click like, you're going to click the Rickroll. Okay, Brian's uploading something. Uh-oh. There is a flip option. Does it work? A flip option where? Was there a flip option? What are you talking about? On where? On my microscope? Was there? So even that's not working right. Okay, let's do this. I want my other one for reference, I think. Sorry about the coughing. If it's driving you nuts, it's driving me nuts even more. So, oh, my tweezers need some cleaning. Move that to the side. I just want to, I need to check orientation of. So this TP255 is the one that has the weird pin 0 marking. I'm gonna make sure that I put it where you can see and where I can see. Yeah, so my tweezers are filthy. Isn't it nice though to have the microscope working without going blank all the time? I mean that's killer. The pigeon menu. What? Hey, Photochromax. The who? The what? I'd take 20k subs if I could. Who? Hey Joe. Used to focus the microscope has a flip option. I did not see that. Okay, I can... Well, for now, that's fine. I'll leave that as it is. Someone is pinging me on Discord. Oh, right. Okay. Get these ICs on. They're a pain. Unfortunately, where my camera views and where my optical sit are not exactly the same. Okay, I can't see all the windows at the same time. Hey, Savage Electronics. I'm not doing this in any particular order. I should have done all the passives first, whatever. But as I said at the start, I'm really unprepared. I was up super late last night packing bags and testing boards. So, yeah. I'm just going to keep spinning this around. And I could put it on my turntable, but it's not a great fit. It's a bit too long for the turntable. Okay. I will bring the turntable in a bit, if I can. Grabbed that from the wrong side. That was a bit silly. Of course, my view parts views all the way over here. That's a 10. Is that a 10? They are. Check the orientation of the 6-pin chip. Rotate it before you placed it. The 6-pin chip. Yeah, that's right. The pin 0 is the line. Oh, you mean this? Right. Yeah, interesting. I put that down wrong. I must have, flipped it just before I did it. Thank you for that, whoever meant that. It means the LED, yeah. Thank you. You still uploading, Brian? What are you doing? Colin wants to know what's happening. I'm putting together what I hope is my final, the final version of my multi-board test jig. This is the one that's got... Oh, that's right, I did those 0805, didn't I? That's annoying. Far out. 50 volts, 10%, that'll do. I'll stick an image in Discord, okay? Peter's trying to... No, I don't have that set up here. I don't know what Brian's doing, but I don't have that set up. Okay. I remember I went bigger caps. Look at the size of these caps. That is insane. I mean, it's 0805, but... Okay, and I've got lots of 10Ks. Oops, 10K there. Now, if you want to get my attention, at me, because my focus is on here. Okay. Did Brian post something, did he? Ooh, what is that? What's that picture, Brian? It's an LED matrix. What am I looking at? What am I missing? Oh, you're drawing a picture. You got that working on your matrix. Okay, that's really cool. That's really cool. Okay. My chat? What? Are people doing that from my channel? Catch you later, Wayne. How do we get a live feed of that? How can I put a live feed of that on my video right now? Can you stream that? Can you give me a link to a webcam that I can bring up a browser window for? Excuse me. Far out. You could maybe. That'd be cool. If you could do that, that'd be very cool. You know it's going to take me forever to do this, right? Today, to build this with all the distractions. Point one. So many distractions. Be careful I don't smudge these. Do I have any 100Ks? No. I need 5.1 and 100. Feature button. Oh, I do. Excuse me. Would you like me to stop saying excuse me? I'm happy to stop saying it, but seriously. Lots of 5.1s. I'm excused. Okay then, I'll leave. Is the hole for the USB connector fixed? Hello, Ig Verbus. Well, this one, I didn't even look at the hole, the fill-in. These holes are fine, as you can see. So are they fixed? Well, no. They're not fixed on my other boards. Or I fixed them, yes. Did they make the same mistake on my Tiny Pico boards? No, they didn't. Oops. That is not the right place. That could go here. This is going to be a slow build, as I said. At this rate, I might have it finished by next week. I'll put the JST on afterwards because I know I'll knock it. Moving this around is a pain. Okay, there's a Now, I don't really need two sets of CC resistors here. No one freak out that they're not the right way around. Excuse me. But, because this is a pass-through. Pass-through for data, but not for power. So I don't know which one it really needs it on. So I'm just putting on both. Not a big deal. Okay, so 25, 10, 100K. Okay. Far out. Oh, is that empty? No, empty. Damn. Don't have 45, so I'm using 47. It's upside down. Who's upside down? Oh, the LED. You'll all live. It's my test jig. I'm the only one that's ever going to see it. And I personally don't care that it's upside down. You can see it right now. Yes, but you'll move on. You'll get over it. Trust me. 300. I won't. My life's ruined. Sorry. I am to please. What can I tell you? Oh, there's blue tack stuck at the bottom of this. No wonder it wouldn't come out. We had a lightning storm last night. Bad enough I had to unplug all my electronics. Wow. One, two, three. So I'm just using 300s or 330Rs for the LED for all channels. I don't really care. I don't need to tune for each colour. I'm not overly worried the differences in brightness. I mean, yeah. Okay, so I need some MCP 23017s. Should put things away while I'm going, is what I should do. So you're going to keep updating the picture. Hey Hansi. Play must when all the electrons are falling out. That's funny. That is funny. Okay. Brian, come on, we need a web page. A live feed. Need a live feed of the Matrix. The Matrix. You know what I mean. Okay. Now comes the fun part. MCPs. Can I even get? I can. Get them all on at the same time. So the MCPs are a pain because they're slightly longer than my tweezers. So I have to elongate my tweezers and then pull them apart with my finger. You might see my finger is stuck in between the tweezers. Okay, that's one. What's a true story? Backwards, they have negative resistance. Whoops, dropped it. All good. I hope. Okay, now I need caps, caps and pull-ups and pull-downs. Hey Mike, so precise. Whoops, dropped it. Yeah, that's me. Now test grounds, are they hundreds or 10Ks? They're 10Ks. Excuse me. Okay, so that is a test. And if I've got enough pull-up caps, that's a pull-up. I mean, that's, sorry, decoupling. And do I have enough 10Ks? Need a few. 1, 2. Ooh, got a pile. There you go. I just picked up a pile of them. I love when that happens. I should really turn my tweezers around, because I'm going to get them in the paste. I'll have to clean them in a second. Can everyone hear me okay when I'm sitting here talking? Because my microscope's pretty far away from the microphone. No, there was three. Three of them I picked up at the same time. Which is skills, let me tell you. One. Okay, these are pull-ups and pull-downs for addressing. I probably could have just tied them to ground and not done the pull-downs, but you know what? Better safe than sorry. They're only resistors. Excuse me. Decoupling. We're getting there. We're almost done. Apart from the through hole. We are almost done. Okay, that is 2 10Ks. These are the I2C pull-ups. Oh, look at that. Did I get 2? No, 1. Thought I got 2. Okay, so after this, all I have to do is the stuff for the screen. I need a transistor and some resistors. The screen gets soldered on with the iron afterwards. Excuse me. Hey, Ann. Don't worry, see on. It's not the coffee that kills you. It's the coffin. Oh, sorry. This is 3 weeks. I'm so over this. Can't begin to tell you how over being sick I am. Okay, I bet you I don't have any transistors. I don't want to have to pull one out of my feeder. That would really suck. But I don't think I've got any. Do I have any loose? I have to go and advance the feeder and pull one out. Except the pickup head will be over the feeder on the machine and the machine is off. I'm just looking and hoping I've got one somewhere, but I don't think I do. Damn. Sorry. Actually, do I have let me see if I've got an old reel of. I just need a transistor, a SOT 23 transistor. Come on, back in a second, everyone. Going to the garage. Oh, it's cold. Freezing. Okay, I'm just starting up the pick and place machine. I tried getting the feeder out, but it's right underneath the where the home of the heads are, and I couldn't get it out. I've got sacks of lemon cough lollies, but I can't just keep eating them. I could have picked it up off the floor. That's right, if I had my charm high still. That sucks. I have to go to the garage. Yeah, I don't have... I need to take some out and put them... I need to cut some off the tape. I just don't have any. I had some, but they're empty. Yeah. What a pain. Okay. Gonna go grab... Wow. It really is cold in there. Okay, I took the actual feeder off. So I'm just going to I need to go get the MMBT container. Oh, no way. I just found this. I just found these. What an idiot. I do not know how old this is. This is so old. Look at this. The labeling. This would have been done, I don't know, forever ago. Like all my new labelling is like this now. Not sure you can see, right? Out of my parts. So I would have done this 2 years ago. At least 2 years ago. There you go. Didn't even have to go to the pick and place machine. What a tosser. What a tosser. Okay, so now I turned it on for nothing. Went into the cold for nothing. Took out the feeder for nothing. Okay. Everyone hear the crow? The crow is back. Yeah, the what? No, this is the MBA. What is it? MMBT. Dude, whatever. What a silly name. Silly name. Okay, I think I need a 20 ohm resistor, and I bet you I don't have one. 22. Do I have my 22s? Maybe I do. Ooh, I bet you it's empty. Yes, another empty container. What a pain. What do I need for my backlight? 1K and 10K. Now I know I have 22 ohm resistors on my pick and place machine, but I don't want to go through that again. I'm sure I've got one in a book somewhere. Okay, 10K. I need a 1K. And I need a 22. Ooh, Brian sent a link. Open in a new window. Oops, something went wrong. Oh, no, it's fine. Wait. This is a YouTube link? Are you streaming it? Oh, that is insane. Okay, hang on. And there's chat as well. Oh, there's audio. Okay, I've just muted it. So I can go plus... I want a browser. I'm going to call it matrix. But I can't make it go full screen. Hang on. But maybe I can do this. I can go Oh, how do I get rid of the sign in stupid got it thing? Oh, that is so annoying. I don't know how I can get rid of that thing. Stupid browser source. So that's people drawing. Why is everyone doing a straight line? I need to find out how I can get rid of that stupid I'm signed out of YouTube thing. Sorry about that. I can't do anything about that because it's a browser source. You cropped it for me? Yeah, sure, but that's really cool. So the people, you play with that while I finish off the board. Thanks, Brian. That's really cool. I mean, we won't discuss that you're infiltrating my chat. Can you inject chat? Need a 22R. Or a 20. Can you draw multiple lines, Brian? Oh, I've got 22R in my book. I should actually put those in my drawer. That's a really good idea. Okay, so I think that's, apart from the connectors, that's all of the surface mount. Oh, and the speaker. No, I've got up top here. I lied. More. Got more. You can't, can you mix colors like yellow or something? Not that I'm complaining, I think it's awesome. Okay, so this one is 1K, 2K, 0.1, 1K, 2K. I literally started working on it when you started streaming. That's pretty awesome. Very awesome, Brian. Very awesome. Okay, 1K. 2K. Can't imagine building 4 of these. Or 3 more. That'd be so painful. Okay, and 2 more. $10 and 0.1. Wow. So, Sion, how was your stream today? Oh, it was great. I sat there building boards while everyone else was playing with Brian's Matrix. Pretty cool. Okay. Done. I need 2 USB connectors. I bet I've got one here. And I need a JST connector. Excuse me. I can't not say excuse me. I apologise. And I need to stick some... You can't even see what I'm doing anymore. I need to put the PCB on a tissue because the USB-C connectors, as you'll see in a second, are going to push the paste through. When I put them on, look at that, I'm trying to position everything so you can see. Let me know if you want me to pull the plug. No, I can just get rid of the window. It's all good. No, people are having fun. It's got to be more fun than watching me do this. Oh, why is that not going into the hole? Is that a bad... This hole's the wrong size? That one's fine. Maybe there was a problem on the bottom of the USB connector. Okay, and now JST, and we're done. JST. Okay, so that is all the surface mount. No, the speaker. I need speakers. Speaker. Thought I had more speakers, but I don't. I need to go to my reel and pick one up. You know what I mean. Big reel, large reel of speakers. Keeps calling the speakers, they're not, they're buzzers. Magnetic buzzers. Okay. Okay, it's going in the oven, folks. Oven time. How good is my voice? Not. Okay, reflow has begun. So can people only draw on a 30 by 32 by 32 area? Or is it just a 32 by 32 panel? No one's drawing off to the side. Although, interestingly, people are trying to draw shapes. Excuse me. Okay, let's tidy up. While I can. While I remember. Please lose those. And those go into here. Okay, my head is chopped off. Wow, poor head. I'll put it on the top of the chat like that. There we go. Anyone play with the robot at the Western Australian University? No. Can you do that, can you? Hey, Bolly. Do the YouTube chats to get the pixels right. What do you mean by that, Bolly? Hey, Cable Tie. Everyone is drawing on Brian's matrix that is a live stream from his channel on my channel via my chat. How nuts is that? That's pretty damn cool. And Brian tweeted, I'm going to tweet about it too. Chat matrix drawing inception. Is that the link to my stream or your stream, Brian? I don't know. Which one is it? The one that you tweeted. I think it's almost coffee time. That's my stream. Okay, cool. Folks in my chat are drawing on Brian's matrix that is live streaming into my live stream. That is awesome. That is awesome. Like, think about it. I'm live streaming into a live stream. Folks, yeah, anyway. I think it's very clever. Well done, Brian. You're a legend. Needs some graphics primitives to this matrix code. Sure, Larry. Hey, Larry, by the way. But Brian only wrote this like at the start of my stream. Although it's a project he's worked on before, like ages ago, right? So, repurposing. Yeah. Oh, someone did the logo. Who did that? Whoever did that, well done. And someone else is doing it, an orange one, vertically. And I can't believe there are no penises yet. I mean, really? This can't be the right internet. This is the wrong internet. Yeah, people can draw inappropriate things too fast. Okay. I really want to get another coffee, but I can't because the oven's going. And my floor is a mess again. I did get the rest of my cases. I am absolutely getting prepared for these jigs. I've got obviously this one here, right? And then here's 3 more Argon Neos. And I'm going to be transplanting the other test jigs into these. I didn't buy extra pies. Beep. That's good news. Boy. Sorry about that. I had to move stuff away so I could clean. I tell you what though, the chat, my chat is terrible. Like, look at the chat. Oh well. Oh, Peter, well done. So, Peter's put on my Discord in my live stream channel all the commands to do the logo. So, but you can't copy and paste the whole thing in one hit. Emma's still awake. Hello, Emma. Can you do black, Brian? Like, can people rub out other people's stuff? And the question is, can I do it myself? That's the question. Is there black? Looks like there's no black. That sucks. Can I not do it on my own chat? Oh, right, you've updated. Oh, okay, there you go. I just changed one of the M, bit of the M to red, just to check. Mako's trying to put... He's trying to write code. Oh my gosh. Okay, where are my tweezers? Not my tweezers, where are my pliers? Let's have a look at this board. Oh, ow. Okay. Bridges, speculation on bridges. Anyone? Anyone? How many bridges we're going to get? What's the count? What do you all think? You have to compile it first. Okay, Wagonlow says 4. Photochromax says 0. It'll never be 0. Bridges and parts that need to be redone, I should say. Mark's going diagonals. Back to the stream. Nah, who wants to go back to the stream? So I do need to move this so you can see the board. Except it's going to be out of focus. Maybe. Yeah, because it's up high. Let me just let it cool down. Oh, that's cool enough. Okay. Okay, so let's have a look. Wow, not bad. Okay, need to hot air that one. Wrong tweezers. Just see here, it's not soldered properly. That all is. Issues on the USB? Don't think so. Looks a bit funky, but I think it's okay. They look good. They look good. Okay, here. Obviously just didn't push it down properly. Oh, and here as well. Okay, so three components I just need to hit with the hot air just to fix up. Maybe this is the low temp paste, so it doesn't do surface tension very well. Mark, I'm an idiot. I'm typing the commands on Linux and listening on my Mac, which means the stream was paused. Waiting for the update, didn't happen. Yeah, it looks like Defender. Okay, let's fix this. Okay, let's do this. It's going to be out of focus a bit. Sorry, folks. Maybe. See what I can do. To put you in focus, I have to go out of focus. Okay, it's one. Here. Two. This is what's nice about low temp paste. Very quick to rework. Okay, and I wouldn't mind just, it's gonna make a little bit of a mess now watching on both streams. I'm gonna just stick some Fluxy Flux and just hot air this a little bit. Because this one, that was the one that I had trouble pushing down. So, excuse me, I want to just hot air it and make sure that there's no issues there. It could have been a bent plastic noggin thing on the bottom of the USB connector. Ah, that's better. Yeah, it wasn't sitting right into the hole. Okay, good. So, I need to put the screen on and I need to solder the rest of it. I need to put all these switches in. I've got 2 switches here I have to solder in, oops, and this one here, and I've also got the headers to put on. Far out. Okay, so cool for a bit. Hey, you sank my battleship. That's funny. Oh, who did Hangman? That's really cool. Except it's got his head chopped off because of that stupid thing. Okay. Turn off. Okay, I need switches. Switchies. I'm actually worried I'm going to run out of switches. I should have bought some more. I think I'm going to run out. Should I have bought some more? Like seriously, like I can go through that in like a day. Just kidding. Or might be okay for a while. Okay, I need 2. 1, 2. And I need, where are my mechanical switch, my silenties. Good. Okay. Now comes the soldering time, except obviously it's not going to be able to see very well. Oh. I need some software that detects my coughs and automatically mutes. So I'm just putting the buttons in. It's a microscope, right? I wish I could get further away, but weren't the same. Oh, they were the same type of switch. Don't you worry. Don't you worry about that. Why are mechanical keys so big? There's just no need. I want little ones. I know you can get slim ones and whatever. That's fine. Okay, so need to solder these on, which means I need my iron on. There is an up to 5-second delay on retrieving messages from the API. Okay. Man, I love how fast this iron heats up. Crazy. Absolutely crazy. I've not turned Save My Life on, by the way. Oh, look at that. Oh God. If I wasn't coughing before, I'm going to be now. Set a car door. I think my kids are about to go to school. Yay, school holidays are over. Okay. That's those. You can see why it needs a clean afterwards. And I know these are out of focus. Sorry. It's because they're tall. Okay. Okay, so switch and switch and bait. Catch you later, Peter. Have a good night's sleep, mate. Okay, so I need to do the screen. And I need the, I think I want to do the screen last. So, how am I going to do the headers? Getting the headers straight last time was a pain. So I got one of these, two of those, long ones and a short one. Gute Nacht. Okay. I should have put these on before the button. So I could have, yeah, that was really silly, Sion. Well, so I could always use some blue tack, maybe. Yeah, I should have put the mechanical switch on after, so I could have leveled these. Oh well. It's doing some. Well, you can't see what I'm doing because of the microscope. Probably. I need something that's about the right height as a switch. What is the same height as the switch? Not much. Applies. Nope. My Stanley knife. Yes, not bad. Okay. Let's hope this will work. And I hope I don't get it not straight, because that'll suck. Is that straight? That's, well, it is. Not that you can see. It's a bit of blurry. But it is straight. Bye. Yaz is leaving. Okay. So it's that one and this one. Use your adapter to solder sockets in place. No, I don't want to, I've only got one adapter right now, and I don't want to don't particularly want to wreck it by doing that, because it's got components on it. I mean, I could build a jig, but I only have 4 of these to make. I'm hoping I'm only ever going to make 4. Okay, They're straight. Good. Okay, gonna solder these in. This is gonna be really boring for everyone. Sorry, especially because you can't really see what I'm doing. I'll just get it over and done with. Now I should be able to just take the SD card out of my other one, put it into my Raspberry Pi with my Argon Neo, and plug this in, and it should boot and give me the same functionality that's currently there, which is still not a finished software solution, but this will be a good step along. Okay. That's one. If I would have done the button after this, this would have been much easier. The mechanical button, that is. Clean. Okay, 4 more. Getting a bit bouncy now. Okay. And one more. The small one has to go on. Hope they're straight. Sorry. Okay, small one. Just blue tack that. Oh, that is not straight. Actually, you know what I can do with the small one to make it straight? I can take some headers. What have I got? I need a long male header. Any here on my desk? No, I'm going to go get a male header. And I'm going to connect them across. So you can see that's there. If I go like this, that's now straight. To me, so I can now solder that in and not have to worry about it moving. People still drawing? Got 3 arms now, a hangman, box, green box with blue inside. Is that a Space Invader at the very top left corner? Okay. Now, unfortunately, these are not all the headers I need. I still have to put these ones on, and they go this way, they go the other way. These are the ones that go into the Pi, and I don't have a 2x20, so I have to use 2 individual ones. And I need something to sit on. Need some more blue tack. Hey, Technubulus. Hope I got that right. Okay, almost there. I still haven't designed the actual clamp jig thingy. Just not had time. I'm just too busy making boards and destroying all the rest of my test jigs. Ew. So I'll have to do it like once this is up and I get my adapter boards. It's going to be like a mad rush to get everything finished. Okay, I think these are okay. I'm just going to go for it. Do it, do it. As much as I love my new JBC iron, it has not made me enjoy hand soldering anymore. I don't hate it, but I find this tedious. Solder paste, hot air, done. At least with this iron it's much faster and more reliable. Better solder joints, quicker heat up and change of temp and change of tip. But still, it's not it's not any more fun. Clean the tip. Like, it's got really good thermals. Makes doing ground pins with, you know, big copper fill really easy. I know you can't see what I'm doing. I'm not going to move the board. I'm just going to keep going. It's in my view. Just I am going to burn my fingers though. There you go. Let's just see the last few. I should clean this before I put the screen on, but I don't have time right now. I mean, I can clean it with some other cleaner. I mean, ultrasonically clean it, but if I put the screen on, I can't do that anymore. With the component shortage, do you find yourself recycling parts from bad boards? No, I don't at the moment. I don't need to, no. And I would never do that for production boards. For my own stuff, yeah, I almost did this morning. Like, I thought I'd have to. I didn't realise I had some more of these. They're a load switch, and I thought I was going to have to take them off a previous board, but I didn't have to, so that was good. Okay, so it's probably going to fail. Sorry. So if I just take the SD card out of this is probably going to fail because of the screen, but we can try it. Oh, they've already got ones in there. Get out. Okay. Okay, so it's going to need some spacers on this side, right, before it gets screwed in. But, I mean, if you look at that compared to that, like in terms of height, considerable difference. I still have to put something there to balance it. And what I could do right now, I guess, is I need to laser cut something. Hey, you're my prime. Late as usual. That's okay. But I can do this I could just clamp another board to the bottom, right? Just for now. But yeah, I'm not going to. Let's go. So the question is, will it power up? Will I get anything at all? That is the question. Let's find out. Let's put some power into it. Worst that's going to happen is it'll blow up. Okay, power. Got the lights are on. Nothing's hot. That's good. So let's now get look at this classic. Let's go here. Let's go connect. We're going to go to pi at excuse me. I think this is number 3 still. If it's booted, if it works, it's going to have a different MAC address or fingerprint. Oh, Ras. Well, so far looks like it's connecting. Maybe. Oh, I just updated Visual Studio Code, so it's got to re-update all the server stuff. Every time Visual Studio Code updates, it has to re-update what's on the Pi to have a matching version. There we go. CD test jig, Python tester. Sound is terrible. Right, so we can't find the EEPROM. Can you hear the sound? It's not very loud, but it's working. The LEDs come on. It's error. There's no screen. Let's PWM on the Raspberry Pi is honestly shocking. Okay, let's at least see if it can detect the EEPROM. Let's go back to here. Try that again. Okay, it did. Current adapter 0, which is the Tiny Pico. So, okay, it's working. Woohoo! Catch you later, Embedded Hobbyist. Have a good sleep. Yes, so it's a Raspberry Pi on the bottom. The test jig runs off a Raspberry Pi. So, I mean, buttons should work, but there won't be any screen update. Right, no, there won't be any code. Like, I don't log that. Interesting. Oh, it also won't let me. I don't have a board to connect. Anyway. Right. So I need to put the screen on, but I really want to clean this first. I want to put this through the ultrasonic cleaner before I put the screen on. So look, the sound is a little bit louder. It is. But what I could do, for instance, like here's a speaker. It's the same speaker I've just soldered header pins on, right? So, like what I want to do, I'm going to put these in here. All right, I'm going to take the adapter out. Oh, the LED is not lit up. That LED should be lit up on the adapter. Did I miss a pin? That's interesting. Why is the LED not lit up? It found the EEPROM. Sorry, Colin. Chest infection. Okay, so if I run it again now, I should get an error. I want to see if these work. Might not like having two speakers plugged in. It's working on that one. It's not that loud. What I want to hear is if I get myself one of my other external ones I use on my Reflow Masters. So if I get one of these, see how much louder that is. If I can, I don't have any with a it's louder but not great for new lungs, cough medicine. Thanks, Colin. I can't take any more cough medicine. I've already taken too much. So it was coming a problem where it wasn't allowing my chest to clear. It's just bad sound from the Pi, really. And I don't want to stick an amplifier on the board. Can I do the buzzer over Bluetooth? Well, not really. I'd have to have a Bluetooth something paired. I've got 4 different test jigs. Look, it's not terrible. I can use it. It's just not great. Yeah, but the CM doesn't make any sense for me on this. Hang on, let me just stop this. All the extra stuff I need to add to it to be able to then get my test jig working with it ends up being twice the price of just using a Raspberry Pi. Hey Chris, what's obnoxious? The sound? Absolutely. That it's not even consistent. Like, excuse me. Did I have some? I thought I might. At one point, I had some music test. Maybe somewhere else. Right. If I don't know if it's going to be the right. No, I need to open song buzzer pin. I think it's on 18. Oh, actually, what pin is it? Let's find out. Buzzer 18. Yeah, it's on 18. Okay. So this should play a tune. It's terrible. Like really terrible. Anyway. So, doesn't matter. It's all good. It's fine, Brian. No problem. It was pretty cool. Vivid memories of being given cough medicine for a fever when I was a kid, and then tripping. Yeah. The second cough medicine I went on, which suppresses my cough, didn't do that. But the first one I was on was pretty trippy. It was pretty good. Okay. Hey, Christos. They don't make cough medicine like they used to. Absolutely. Johnny, sorry, Colin, thank you very much for the super chat. Very nice of you. Thank you. And I'm really sorry about the coughing. I really wish I wasn't doing it, honestly. No, the transistor to drive the buzzer, the PWM is not strong enough. So on my old board, on my old board, I had here a transistor to drive the buzzer. Hello, focus. And it didn't work. Like the PWM, as you can hear from it, it's just not strong enough, and it just couldn't trigger the transistor. So I ended up just taking the buzzer off. I tried all sorts of things. I reworked it, got rid of the transistor. I went all the way down to the smallest resistor on the base that I could. Like, it was just, yeah, could not get it. Was it codeine? I don't know. No, codeine doesn't affect me that much. Colin's pulling my leg about the coughing being annoying. No, it is annoying. It is. Okay, so I need to... Right, I need to put a screen on. I want to clean it first. I'm pretty sure the screen will work. Everything else is working. I need to design a base. And I also want the base to screw into these holes here. These are just M2 screws. So that way I could clamp it all together completely. I'm curious to see how warm this gets, because this is a heat sink, but I can already feel there's a little bit of heat there. But it'll be away from the adapter, right? I don't know though why there's no power light. Let's find out why there's no LED here. Because there should be. Like, if I just, even without the SD card, if I plug this one in and turn it on, right, and just plug the adapter in, the LED should be on. Or not. Did I blow the LED? Hey Johnny, thank you. Coughing's okay, no need to apologise. Also, sex rule. They do rule. Why is this not lining up? I mean, that's terrible hand soldering, and I haven't even cleaned it. Interesting. Let me see if I've blown the LED. But thank you, Johnny. I appreciate it. Hansy's still drawing. Negative is that side. Now it's lighting up. Interesting. So I should also be able to do from here. No. So that's positive and that's negative. Oh, have a tweezers the right way around. No, but I still can't light. It's still not lighting up from here. But it should definitely be not from here either. But from there it is. Wow. Yeah, it's really come in handy. I'm glad I bought it. Is that resistor not on maybe properly? Okay, it's going to worry me a bit, but I'm going to hot air this. I've got to be careful because of the pins. The plastic underneath. But I'm just going to... I wonder if something's happened to this. Don't do this at home, folks. So you see I had to put the pins underneath. I had to wrap the EEPROM legs under because I got the footprint wrong. Come on. Okay. Wonder how hot this is now. Stick it on the heatsink to let it cool down. LED's upside down, electrons leaked out. Yeah, it must be what it is. Excuse me. A shoddy sneak peek video. It's in dev mode, running slow due to debug. Is instant normal. Open new window. The stream closed from Brian. Oh, okay, did it? Okay. Yes, it did. Thank you, Brian. That was very cool. And so what is this a demo of? This is... Right. Close that one as well. This is shoddy demo from Aaron. Is there audio? What screen is that? And what is that? Is that a... So you make it like a touch deck? Okay, turn that down. So is that like a touch deck? That screen is insane. What screen is it? Does it say Stream Deck on it? Touchscreen has a Mac keyboard. That is really cool. Yeah, very cool. I'm writing the firmware and interface is called Home Dock. Does that say Home Dock? I can't read it. Okay. That's very cool. Okay, this is still warm. He's not a New Zealander. No. Okay, the light comes on now. So does it come on here? It does. Okay, so there was just something funky going on with the LED. It was working the other day, but okay, it's working again now. We have a light. So my new adapters have different holes. Remember, I made them bigger and moved them. So I'm gonna have to make new ones of these, but I think this works. What number we're going to put on it? What key? Is this going to be F1? Or should this be escape? Okay, here we go. Oh, I need to clean it. Can these go through the ultrasonic cleaner? I hope so. Hey, GrooveJet. Anyone know if these can go in the ultrasonic cleaner? I guess I'm not having my second coffee. Very artistic bunch. Oh, Brian's gone to sleep. Bye, Brian. I just saw his last tweet. F7. Really? You're going to make it... I should put F3 because this is actually number 3. I mean, I can change the host name, but for now I'm leaving it. Okay, I'll put number 3 on this one. If I can get this out without spilling them everywhere. Okay, F3. how big the button is. It's huge. That is just nuts. Look how tall it is. No, I bought this. I bought it on eBay. So I wanted white. I wanted white, originally white plain, which I found. But then I thought, how am I going to identify each one? So then I did the function keys. Yeah, that is a huge button. So which button looks better though? I mean, that looks more blending in, kind of. Except from the side, not really, because of the thing. No, definitely going to go function key. This is supposed to be quiet. Mechanical keyboard. Yeah, good one. Okay, so we have a winner, folks. We have a winner. It works. I now have 3 more of them to build. White, but her Stimple and me would prefer pink keys. I know, but I thought white would go better with the red. I think that pink and red, not so much. Yeah, not so much for the pink and red. Okay, so that much closer to. You might want a DSA keycap, lowest profile for Cherry MX. Hey, did you cool things? Okay, I don't know where to get them from. DSA keycap. DSA keycap. Can I get them with right? Oh, that's what these ones are. Sorry, that's what I've already got. But see here? See how much lower profile these are? These are those ones, DSA. But I can't get them printed with the function keys on them or numbers on them. Will I keep this style? Yeah, I think I will. I mean, by the time sorry, by the time the clamp's on, right, up here, and everything for the board, I mean, the clamp's going to sit like that. So I need to buy some new clamps. These are all on the way out. This is small again, you know what I mean? The clamp's going to be much higher. Right now it looks bad because it's like really tall compared to everything else, but I think it'll be okay. I think it'll be okay. Yeah. Yeah, I think it'll be fine. And look, I can always, well, I can't replace it. I can get low profile ones. I can unsolder this, desolder this. I can get low profile Cherry MX keys, and then I can, with a low profile cap. Yeah. That's okay. So, there we go. That's good. Good. Better not lose my pogos. Yeah. I'm not sure what else to say on this topic. We're good. And it couldn't come at a better time because my other test jigs are failing. They're doing some really weird things where they just stop working. I have to turn them off and turn them back on again. Lost my link posting status. Did you find keys with numbers on them? There you go, did you cool things. Thanks, Rob. And thanks, Henrik. It should be an RGB key. Well, there's holes for an RGB LED there, but I didn't want to do that. Like, I've got the RGB LED next to it. I didn't want to obscure the RGB LED from the keycap, and that LED is important. You laser print your own MX keycaps. Really? How do you laser print keycaps? You mean transfer that you can stick onto a key? Is that what you mean? Or do you mean something else? Impulsive just bought an iPhone 7 on Ideal World, although I didn't understand the description. Aztec iPhone 7? What? With a wait. Wait for it. I don't understand, but I'm still rocking my iPhone 7. I don't want to update. I'm kicking and screaming. Don't want to update. I'm going to have to. Yeah, I think you might go ripped. Can you get your money back? Pi 3 on the SD, so F3. Oh, right. Yeah, that's what I did. Sorry. Yeah. You think it's spam. Groovejet from spam? No. No, Groovejet's not a spammer. Hang on to that headphone socket for dear life. No, it's not the headphone socket. The size. I don't... The whatever their mini, new, but smaller phones are bigger, and they're just horrifically expensive. This is the right size for me. Actually, I used to love my iPhone 5. My 5 was my favourite size. Even this. Yeah, anyway. I don't want a bigger phone. I do not want a bigger phone. Yeah, Groovejet's not a spammer. No, laser print. I got cheap Niji engraver. Oh, laser print as in, you're talking about laser etching. You're talking about, not laser printer. Right, low power, no, right. Laser engraving onto it. Other than laser printing. Laser engraving. Okay, that makes more sense. Use whiteboard marker or toner, which fuses to the keycap plastic. Okay, that's really cool. iPhone 8 holding out for the iPhone 20. Yeah, I could have gone the 8, but the 8 wasn't enough of a jump from the 7 to justify that type of money. Johnny's very quick at the modding. Very quick. Okay. Did I show everyone that I got this? I can't remember if I showed you. I know I showed my patrons. So I got myself one of these macro key from Adafruit. This is gonna be an interface for both Eagle and KiCad. I already got, so I was using this, my Neo Trellis, for a little while. I set up some keys on this. These are really not nice buttons to push. They're great if you're playing a music game. They're not nice buttons. They're a bit really spongy. Excuse me. So I got myself one of these macro pads. It's got an RP2040 inside, and also a screen and whatever else. And I haven't written any firmware yet for it to control it. But my aim is to do. They've got full RGB. Hang on. I need a cable. Anyone? There it is. So I got too many cables twisted everywhere on my desk. I don't know what code's on here still. Is it the original code? Yes. Okay. Wow, that's bright. So yeah, I mean right now it's just cycling colors and it shows you which key is being pressed. And you've got, an encoder control. I don't know what I'm going to use that for. But the what I want to do is for my left hand, you can use that keyboard for your test jig. No, I don't want to use it for a test jig. I want to, well I can't. Anyway, no, I want to set up all my shortcuts for switching layers and doing different things both in Eagle and KiCad. So I'll set up the same keys for both. Pinky gets no love. What do you mean they all go pinky? Anyway, I put a red one on here because I can't remember why. Oh, so I pinched one of these keys for this test jig, like the bottom, and so I had to put one of my silent ones here. And now I've got both of them. So that's an MX orange, and that's my silent. It's a little bit quieter, but really, it's really not. Ask for my design opinion on a logo. You happy for other people to see it as well? Oh, logo and splash page. Logo and splash page. homedoc.io HD. I think you'll have a problem with HD. I mean, you can abbreviate it, but I wouldn't make that your logo. Definitely homedoc.io as your logo. Because people aren't going to know what HD means. And even if you did hd.io, going to be confusing. And people know HD is high definition. Create command and control. Yeah, this is really nice. Cool. When are you releasing it? I'll buy one. It's readable. I mean, so it's a bit hard to see on here. I think I'd adjust the kerning a bit. Your E and your D are too close. I'd space it out a fraction. Like you see the space between the D and the O, and then you've got no space between the O and the C. You need to space them out nicely. So from the distance, the E looks really thin. If I zoom back out again, the E looks super thin next to the D because you've got them touching. Excuse me. Yeah, a little bit of kerning. Otherwise, yeah. Also looks like the O, it might not be, but the O looks like it's sitting high on the IO. It might be an optical illusion, but everyone's going to see that. Like, it looks like it's got to come down a pixel or so. Otherwise, yeah, it's really cool. I'll buy one. When are you selling them? When are you launching them? Count me in. Because, you know, you can't have enough control pads in front of you. This year. Very nice. So it'll come with the screen and software, right? Is it, sorry, is it standalone or does it run off your computer? Is it a screen plugged into your computer? Or is it a standalone device? Standalone. Okay. So is it Bluetooth HID or is it cable? Can you have the choice of both? I wouldn't want Bluetooth. I'd want it like physically connected. Preferably. All of you. Okay, cool. Cool. Very cool. Yeah, the problem with Bluetooth is that if the app that you want to control is in the background on the Mac, or at least on the Mac that I know of, sometimes, depending on what it is, you can't get access or control it. No, that's only if I'm doing something, Mike, and people tell me. People don't tell Aaron they're doing it wrong. They just tell me I'm doing it wrong. That's okay. Oh, cold. Okay, I need to get back to Featherrest 2 building and fixing and stuff. Thank you all for joining me on this. Wow, I've still got that highlight. On this weird stream. I'm glad you all had fun drawing pictures. No worries, Aaron. Looks really cool. Very cool, actually. The type of tech that I really like. So, yeah. And I think you're visually you're displaying it quite nicely. So, yeah, excited. I'm excited until I find out how much it's going to cost. Then I won't be so excited. So, back to putting food on the table. Yes, all over my floor. Crumbs on the table, food on the floor. I'm glad you all enjoyed yourselves. having fun with the drawing, and thanks again, Brian, even though you can't sleep, for setting that up. That was very cool. I would like to say that I will share some of the rest of the design process for this, either in video or on a stream, but I most likely just won't. If I wait to do that, I'll end up not getting it done. I just need to finish it. I need to get one test jig working at least for Tiny Pico, because I got the adapters, because I have to start a production run. My boards turned up yesterday, and I need to build I need to build 1,000 Tiny Pico USB-Cs. 1,000. Oh, that's heavy. So, I need test jigs. I need working test jig or more. Yeah. The workbench is an absolute disaster. It is disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. Yeah, I just realised. Oh no. I've got 200 tiny S2s back there I need to pull apart and fix and clean. 999 or 1001 is a better number. Is it? Why is that? The drill holes on these ones are good. Same footprint. Just quickly I'll show you. Same footprint as my tiny S2. Easier to see from the back. And look at that. I mean, I'll put something under it so you can see the white. And look at the holes. They're fine. Exactly the same footprint. Exactly the same everything. And these are all fine. I mean, you can see that I didn't have a huge amount of clearance. Right? Like, it's not like I gave it, millimeters of clearance. It's fairly tight, but it shouldn't have been a problem. See? They're all fine. Although the drill size is incorrect. They did increase the drill size. But it doesn't matter. So, yeah, it's really frustrating. It's really frustrating that they stuffed up my S2s for no reason. I mean, you can see that these ones, the alignment of the solder mask is off. You might be able to see, I don't know, like it's shifted to the left. And it's a bit different. Every panel is different. Like you can see up here, it's quite far out. But it's fine because there's still solder mask between all the pads. And they got the drill in the right spot for a change. Oh, I'll tell you one thing that I found on my S2s as well, just quickly. I know people are dropping off, get to miss it. I don't have a board to show you. I don't know where I put them. But it's okay. I want to show you this. It doesn't really matter which board I'm looking at, right? Ignore the board. Ignore the state of this board. It's a bit ugly. So I found 20 boards from them. You ready for this? Where their V-score. So this is after I made them. I didn't know. I didn't see, right? Their V-score chopped. Hang on, let me see if I can do it. Like this. So the V-score was an angle at this end. It was in the right corner, and down here, it chopped into my header pins and halfway through my LED. So the V-score was on an angle down the panel, and it was only on one row on about 2 panels, 2 or 3 panels. But it would have been more, whatever. However many, 5, 6 panels, but and literally chopped into my LED. And I only found out when my LED fell off after I pulled my boards apart. Like, I'm not sitting there looking at every single V-score, right? Like, I'm not grabbing the board and going, okay, is this V-score good? Is this V-score good? Is this one, like, you know what I mean? It would take me hours to check every V-score. But it was on an angle. So from one side of the panel, all the way across, chopped into my boards. Anyway, it was a drunk V-score. It was very drunk. Want to support both offline and online control. The user chooses to have online commanders, online cloud product. Yeah, it sounds very cool. No, that's all my boards are in Eagle. All my production boards are in Eagle. I still haven't fully moved over to KiCad. Did I miss what the... yeah, they offered me $50. Digicool things. No replacement, no refund. They offered me $50 and won't take responsibility. Like, they say they did not touch my Gerbers. They made them as is, right? And I've sent them pictures saying... Actually, do I have it open? Oh, I think I closed it. Wait. Yeah, I closed it. I showed them a picture saying, here's my solder mask, here's my Gerber, my drill. Here's your solder mask and your drill. Please explain to me how your drill is bigger than the solder mask if you didn't change either of them, where on mine, my solder mask is bigger than my drill. Explain that to me. And nothing back. We didn't change anything in your files. We made them exactly as they are. Then how's it different? We didn't change anything in your files. So they offered me $50. No, it's a Gerber problem. I can see it in their Gerbers. Their drill is bigger than the solder mask. And in my Gerber, the solder mask is bigger than the drill. Black. Black is my favourite colour. For my production boards, for what I sell, absolutely black. Black is the nicest. Yeah, JLC PCB will fight tooth and nail to not refund or replace. And their whole, our policy is to do that, is absolute bull. It used to be back in the day, but now... So I am switching fabs. Well, no, I've added a new fab. As I mentioned at the start of the stream, my Feather S2 Neos, my PCBs are being made at a new company. I'm not going to mention who they are yet till I get my first boards. And the price is massively more expensive. Massive. Any PCB design software can do V-score. It's just a line on a Gerber. If they're not happy, they should reject it. They should come back to me and ask me, or if they change it, they should let me know they changed it, but they don't. That's right, or they should tell you, but they don't. And they repeatedly don't. And I repeatedly catch them. The problem is, most of the time I catch them, it ends up that I can use the board or whatever, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not deliberately trying to get free boards off them. I'm not deliberately trying to catch them out to get them to replace stuff. Like, that's not my point. Like with my tiny S2s, I fix them all and I use them. Right? I don't even want them to replace my boards or to give me my money back. That was not my aim. My aim was to find out why it happened. Right? But they won't own up and say something on their side. They will not admit to something on their side. And it has to be, because once my Gerbers leave, it's something on their side. I'm not making their production Gerbers. I'm not building the boards. Right? That's what's frustrating. I want them to take ownership of it, and they don't. Anyway. That's right. I only want throughput. They just want to get them in production and gone. I've not used DigiKey, and I wouldn't. They're not for my type of boards, and they're too expensive. The same reason I don't use Osh Park or anyone else. Like they're for prototyping. Like And JLC PCB say they're a prototyping company, but they're not. Like, they do production boards. Like, my current Feather S2s are... Like, I'm doing so many of them that they put them through a different process. They only get produced at night time. They only step through at night time. They go through a different fab. It's an 8-day process, and they use a fabrication... That they use a part of their fabrication system that they reserve for their Asian customers, who they do production boards for, right? The whole prototype boards, cheap prototype boards thing they stand behind is so they can basically say, but we just make prototype boards. But they don't. They do production boards. They just don't do them very well. Okay, that's it. This is what you get for the lowest price PCB production. Get what you pay for. No. No. Yeah, I don't agree with that. That's the whole point. People say that to me all the time. You get what you pay for. No. When an engineer changes something and then doesn't own up to it, that has nothing to do with getting what you pay for. That's not this is the best we can produce. That's a human thing, and that absolutely has nothing to do with how much you pay. Right? Sorry. They have to take part of their process is they take my Gerber and they stick it into their format so they can gang print it, so they can make lots of boards on one panel, so they can do cheap pricing. That's on them, right? If I ask them to do a color and they can't do it and it comes back wrong, or I try to push their tolerances beyond what they can do, that's different. That's getting what you pay for. Make me this design and they change the design and then the design doesn't work and they don't take responsibility, that's not getting what you pay for. Sorry. And that's why I fight them on it. Where can we get one of those workbenches? The red one behind you. Workbench, the red one behind me. What? The couch? Yeah, that's why I always push back on them. And that's why I took my video down because I was sick and tired of people telling me that I should learn how to do solder mask and I should basically get PCB for dummies and I should, why don't you add solder mask keep out around the drill holes? Why don't you add that? You're missing that. You're missing that. No, I'm not. Like, I took the video down because it was just driving me nuts. Their millings are always out of alignment. Their drills are always out of alignment. Like, I've got boards where they've almost missed the plating of my drilling. Like, but I accept all that. I don't complain about that. The V-scoring? Absolutely. Like, I've had them chop my boards before with V-score, and they came back saying, you're too close to the edge. And I came back saying, no. I said, here's 20 panels you made, and 18 of them are perfect, and 2 of them you've chopped through my plating of my headers. That is not my boards my stuff's too close to the edge. That's you stuffed up the V-score. Like, 18 boards right, 2 boards wrong. That is not my design. Like, but they push back. It's always, you're too close to the tolerance. You're too close. There's always going to be some bad things. You're too close. Like, anyway. We're all internet experts. We are. Okay, that's it. Sorry, I didn't want to do a rant about them. I didn't want to do a rant. My my new boards will be going into production soon. It's a 14-day turnaround plus shipping, so it's slow, much slower, and it's 4 times the price. Let's see what I get, shall we? Looks like you're using this extra workbench space. Well, I use it as storage all the time for different things. 1 day a month it's clean, and I never even get to sit on it. Okay, sleep time, everyone. Go. Thank you for joining. It's great to have you here. Glad you had some fun. I'm going to, get through that pile of Feather S2s and then go make some more. Look at Discord. Yeah, what are those things you're posting? I'm looking at Discord. Hang on. What are they? Connectors, interconnects. for the nano test jig. Well, do they have them in 1.275 millimeter, like 0.05, 0.01, 0.005 inch pitch? Like they need to be small pitch. Oh, only 254. Okay, yes, that won't work. Yeah, the thought of having to redo another nano board is really putting me off. But yeah. Okay. Bye everyone. Thank you. Catch you later. See you next week. Have fun making stuff. I hope. Bye. Where's the end? Can't find the end.